what they say is true. You have to see the world for yourself to appreciate how beautiful it is.
Hey yo, you know heroes come back.
If you're not sure what to do next, how about I take you on a walk?
That was awkward. Hey. Hello. Welcome back. Welcome to the stream. Huh. I feel like it's a little too much. I think we're gonna lower a little bit. Go lower a little bit until it's about there. How's this sound? That looks like it's good. Now it's not redlining. Yay! There we go. Now we're not redlining. Yeah! No red line. I don't know how I'm supposed to like improve the audio quality of my stuff. Has to be a way, right? What if I lower this down a little bit more? What if we lower it to right about there? How's this sound? Hey, how's that? It's a little bit more better. That just sounds good. I don't know, is that just me? What if we go the opposite way? Opposite now. It sounds like I'm on a like a speaker. How about this now? How about that? Hey, that sounds better. That sounds actually way better. I'm still learning to play with all this stuff. Oh no! Stream health, stay with me.
You have to see the world for yourself to appreciate how beautiful it is.
We haven't even done anything. Oh no! It's not that bad. Alright, camera on. Alright, now if stream health can just maintain. Do you think maybe it has something to do with our graphics quality? Maybe it is. I don't know. I can only guess. Whoa. Motion blur. I don't like that. One day I'll have a better PC. Today's not that day. Motion blur, no. Off. Motion blur I don't like. Hope that's okay. I don't like motion blur. Okay. Take a guess. Will Montion never preside over the next trial? Will Avery make an appearance? I'd say yes. Yep, that we will. Alright. Audio sounds a-okay. Stream health is a-okay. For now. Hopefully it maintains. Please maintain the audio health. Righto. Oh. I've done a couple things off stream. For starters. Bam. Yeah, we got everything we needed here. Also official. Well, not really, but we started working on official. Barbara, though, we got everything except the goblet. And we're working on official now. Barbara, though. Look at those stats. Excited. Things have gotten much better. No, I didn't mean to talk to you. I meant to go in. Without further ado, let's go see Fossler. Right where we left off last time. We must figure out what is happening with Fossler and her other half, Rina. They must make peace and fix this error. Ah, yes, we were going to talk to Farina next. Wait, we already passed this. Alright, we gotta rewatch the conversation between Fossilor and Neovalet. I don't want to skip, but I need to go a little faster.
That expression on your face is just too amusing. I couldn't help myself.
You are not Farina. Who are you?
In a way, she kind of is.
Sound of bewilderment. Marvelous. A sure sign that my attempt to deceive everyone was a resounding success.
So it
but
would
to answer
seem.
your question, I am Focalor. You know, the god.
You know.
Focalor. Why did you deceive us?
Oh, that wasn't my goal, of course. Goodness, no. But I had to fool everyone else too, if I was to stand any chance of deceiving the heavenly principles.
Deceiving the heavenly principles?
It's all because of that pernicious prophecy. Dreadful, wasn't it? Everyone doomed to dissolve. Fontaine condemned to be flooded. One was not amused. In fact, one was positively bemused when that problem was thrust upon me by my dearest predecessor. That's the former Hydro Archon Egeria for the uninitiated.
Darn it, Egeria, you messed it up for
It hardly
everybody.
gets more disastrous than a preordained national catastrophe. Now does it? She knew full well that the prophecy would surely come to pass. And as one of the seven, she also knew full well that one defies the heavenly principles at one's peril.
Which
So
she
yes,
did.
as you have no doubt surmised, it was a rather impossible situation that I found myself in.
Now you gotta clean up someone else's
I spent a
mess.
terribly long time mulling it over, alone on the ocean floor. And I was almost growing barnacles by the time I
I
finally
have met
realized
Fossilor.
there was only one possible solution to this confounding conundrum.
Now, we are already past this point. We're at the part where we're supposed to be talking to Farina. That's where we stopped last time. So we've already seen this conversation between Fossilor and Neovalet. Of course, last time we also had a bit of difficulty with the stream. Today, everything is, knock on wood as they say, everything is looking very steady on the stream health. So hopefully it stays like that. Also, I did do a couple things off stream. Number one, we got all of Nahida's artifacts. So Nahida is already. It took a while to get the Dendro bonus attack for the goblet, but we did it. Was it the lamp? And then also we've already finished Barbara with her artifacts. We got most of all of them as well. Only one, again, the goblet. But it's a purple. It's what she needs, but the purple one. So that's the only thing she's missing. And now we're working on Anya, what's frick, Fischl. Why do I forget names? So now we're working on Fischl. That's Fischl, of course, Beto. So we're working on them. Also, I've been logging in daily and getting the dailies. So I have a total of 10 wishes lined up. We're gonna do some Archon questing, and then once we get a nice little pausing point, we will do our wishes. Hopefully we get the weapon for our little radish friend. Yeah. Let's go.
I had to outwit the heavenly principles, allow the prophecy to be fulfilled, ostensibly at least, while saving everyone at the same time. I'm a genius, I know. I can only assume that's why Egeria chose me as her successor.
Right. The
Although,
child
looking
prodigy.
back now, it was hardly the inheritance one dreams of. Between the task of saving the nation, the quotidian duties of the Hydro Archon, and not to mention the original sin of creating a new race of humans, I dare say she left me quite a colossal mess to clean up.
I did not push my hair back. I pushed it to the side. To the side. Usually whenever I have to go out and be with other people, I like to look a bit more professional. So I do my hair to the side. Which I have gel in, so it's just like, I'll just leave it like that. But usually, when I'm just chilling, just hair down to the side, basically to the right is proper, and then to the left is chilling. So because I have gel in it though.
But one can only play the hand one is dealt. I did not choose this, any more than I chose to be one of her Oceanid familiars.
Oh, so yes, she is an Oceanid. That's another crazy thing. All these people, all the Fontainians are Oceanids. No wonder they're frustrating.
So you were also once one of the Oceanids, transformed into a human by Egeria's hand.
Yes, I was. I always dreamed of becoming human. And I still do, even now. In my eyes, to be human is to be part of the greatest opera ever known.
Technically you are.
After becoming a god, I separated my divinity from my body and spirit, leaving behind only a self that was as naive and bewildered as my past self on her first day as a human being. The me you see before
That explains
you now
what Farina
is that divinity.
is the way she is.
And the human counterpart I left behind, I named Farina.
I will say, Farina is fun. But she's exhausting. I like her. But there comes a point where I'm like, okay, so, I love Farina. But she can be tiring. And Fossil explaining all this, it's like, okay, now I understand. Still love Farina. She's amazing. She's fun.
She could feel joy, sorrow,
Lots of joy.
and everything in between. She could be as
Very
vain and
expressive.
conceited, or as meek and vulnerable as she wished. Her strengths were of a kind only a human could possess, as were her shortcomings.
She was very human.
But in my eyes, Farina's humanity was what made her perfect. She was perfectly human in every way. The person I always wanted to be. Anyway, so then I cursed her. All
yeah.
part of the plan, of course.
Just a little
The
curse.
plan to deceive the heavenly principles.
I wouldn't say I hated her. It was more like, okay, let's have fun. Okay, can we stop having fun? I wanna go home. Well, it's kind of like that. It's kind of like me in social situations, right? Yeah. I mean, I like her. I never disliked her, but like I know I know some people like her in real life, and it just comes to a point where you're just like, listen, I'm glad you're having fun, and it's great and all, but it's kind of you go play some video games, maybe watch some anime. Also, I want to go back a bit. We were talking about how I look proper whenever I'm going out with pull my hair right because I look more sophisticated. They say dress the way you want people to treat you, so that's why I dress a bit more sophisticated when I need to. Look at this shirt real quick. This is a shirt from a concert I went to, right? Alex Sucks. Awesome band. Check them out. They're small. They've been touring for a while now. They go to California every now and then. Really cool band. Check them out. No one sponsored me. I just like them. They're really cool. I had never heard of them. And it wasn't me who chose them. It was my sister and my brother. They were like, hey, let's go. I was like, okay, sure, whatever. And so, you know, I put on my khaki pants. I put on a nice shirt, and I have this nice brown like jacket. It looks very fancy. It's not really, but it looks fancy, you know. And I got all set, and we go, and I get there, and I look around me, and I go, I am very much overdressed for this concert. They are the way I can describe them is a punk rock emo band, alternative rock, something like that. They're really cool. But I was vastly overdressed, and I just like it was kind of awkward to see a bunch of people who were like in like emo rock band kind of dress attire, and I was just like, man, I probably should have worn a black shirt or something. I don't know, but it was awesome. The concert was awesome, and they're, like I said, they're a small band, so we actually got to see them before the concert and even after the concert, and we got to talk with them. I got some video with them. They'd signed some stuff for us. It was so freaking awesome. And they were pretty chill dudes. Like I said, they're on tour. Well, I don't know if they're still on tour right now because it's the end of the year. Might be finishing up. But they were going from California, Texas, everywhere. You know, they're going everywhere. They were just really awesome. And since they were a small band, the venue was not huge, so we were literally right at their feet at the concert, and they were just like blasting us with the music. It was so awesome. And because I was so overdressed, I was like, man, if I'm gonna be standing at the front, I'm gonna be rocking out. So I was just like jumping the whole time, going like this the whole time, just like, yeah. It was awesome. It was awesome. If I ever go back to one of their concerts, I'll probably wear their shirt. Probably wear my black shorts that I have. These really cool black shorts. Probably some tennis shoes. I'm saying this because, like I said, I went vastly overdressed last time. I wore dress shoes. So it's like this time I want to wear some tennis shoes, my black shorts, my t-shirt, and then some like, maybe this jacket. It might be another jacket. I wear this jacket a lot. This is like a tracksuit. It's an Adidas shirt. I like it. Adidas sweater. It's pretty chill. But yeah, just like vastly overdressed for that concert. Anyways, let's move forward.
Do you still remember the final scene of the prophecy? The Hydra Archon alone, weeping on her throne.
And we
In
saw
order
that.
that the prophecy might appear fulfilled, I invited Farina to be an actress, to play the part of the Hydro Archon in the prophecy.
Oh.
Under the curse I placed on her, so long as I, Focalor's divinity, continued to exist, she could not die. But nor was she free to live her life in the pursuit of happiness. Instead, she was forced to take the stage in the opera house, to embrace the role of leading lady, to forever play the part of the god from the prophecy, all to create a deceitful appearance of that prophecy coming to pass.
Okay, that makes... Wow, okay. Fossilor did a really crazy job with this. Crazy as in, like, amazing. Like, wow, thought about everything.
I suppose now you probably understand why your court is called the Opera Epiclese.
But Farina is only human, isn't she? Even though she has had a long life, her mind is no stronger than that of any other ordinary human being. I cannot begin to fathom what she has had to endure. It must have been torture for her.
It has indeed. And although she is, in a sense, me in human form, I most definitely owe her an apology for it. It's been 500 years, and all along, she's been playing her part in the most unimaginably long, unbearably lonely, and agonizingly painful opera of all
And all
time.
along, she never knew what was happening. Ooh, okay, here we go. Now we get to speak to Farina, the human Fossilor. I came into contact with Farina's tears. If I remember correctly, tears often contain a being's strongest emotions. With sufficiently strong hydrosensitivity, I can form an emotional connection, just like I did with the Oceanid at the Fontaine of Lucine. Wait, could this be Farina's inner world? Farina? What is she doing on stage? Wait a minute. That probably isn't Farina. That's likely a reflection of her inner self. If I can directly speak to that self, I might be able to easily get what I wanted to know. I came here for answers. Either way, this opportunity is not to be missed. Let me try talking to her. Here we go. This is where we left off last time. Let's go talk to Farina. Hello, Fossilor.
Oh, who permitted you to come onto the stage? Now, I understand your admiration for my august self, but I must ask you to keep to the rules.
Come on. It's me. Farina?
All right. It is not my intent to reprimand you. There is no need to state your name. Just be off with you. Do not distract me from my performance.
But I don't see an audience here.
Oh, do not jest. Can you not feel it? I am Fossilor. The eyes of countless Fontainians are upon me. I must, at all times, display the utmost elegance and nobility.
You have to be perfect in front of others. Something's off. There's no getting through to her. Even in her heart of hearts, she's still playing the role of the Hydro Archon. What sort of resolve must she have that even her inner self and subconscious would have such an impenetrable defense? So I guess that's the curse that Fossilor put her on? I have to find a way. Alright.
Dear audience, the performance is experiencing a technical difficulty, but worry not. The guards shall resolve it soon enough.
I hate this thing.
everything! Power that ended high thought! This might hurt a little.
I take him to fight one of those every time.
Hey, what gives? The audience is still watching me, you know. Guards? Wait, where are the guards? Guards!
Everyone hold hands!
Hate these things. That's all the spotlights turned off. In Furina's heart, they must have symbolized the eyes of people on her. Speaking of which, I think I just received some sort of signal. Was that her true voice? Huh? A ticket? When did that end up here? Are it? Either way, looks like the show is about to begin. In that case, show me how you truly feel, Furina. Scene 1. Before a mirror. Furina. Well?
Furina. Furina.
Huh? Who's that? Who's calling me? Where are you?
Oslo. Oslo.
Be not nervous. Be not afraid. I am before you.
Wait a moment. You're near me? How can this be?
Mirror you, huh? You know what? That's not bad. Let's go with that.
Mirror me? What do you wish to say?
The prophecy. Have you heard of it?
What prophecy? Wait. I know. I think. I don't know why, but it's in my head somehow. The people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain, weeping on her throne. Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away.
Oh, very good. You know it well.
What's going on? I can't seem to remember anything clearly. The only thing I know for sure is this prophecy. Will it really come to pass?
Yes, it will. And that is why I've come to you. Disaster will come to Fontaine sooner or later. Things will develop just as the prophecy declared. There is no escaping it.
But you modified the future.
Doesn't that mean everyone will die? I'm a Fontainian just like them. Will I dissolve too?
Oh, don't worry. Magical meetings exist in this world precisely to give people a chance to turn things around. It is the reason why you met me today. I will tell you how to save everyone, but you may have to suffer somewhat.
Curse.
So there's still hope after all. Goodness, you frightened me. You spoke so much and with so much certainty. As for the suffering, well, I will admit that the first thing that came to mind was, why do I have to be the one to suffer? But if the prophecy will come true, I'll also die anyway, right? So, if I've already met you as my magical meeting in this world, if there were scales, with all the people of Fontaine on one side and my pain on the other, is it not obvious where the scales should tilt?
You truly are the perfect human, my ideal. I suppose this would also be the justice that belongs to you.
Huh?
Don't worry, it's nothing. Listen well. Fontaine has just lost its Hydro Archon. I need you to play a role, that of the new Archon.
Well, at least she knew
Play
that part.
as a god?
That's right. You must begin a never-ending masquerade. You must never let anyone suspect your identity. If you can keep it up, then I shall have my way of defying this prophecy. But should your identity be revealed, then all hope will be lost.
But how will I do this? A human assuming the role of a god without being exposed.
Don't worry. What you must do is not to turn yourself into a real god. You simply need to play the role of a god as humans imagine them to be. Being a human yourself, I'm sure you already know what such an entity would be like. Remember, your true challenge will not be pursuing divinity, but contending against humanity.
I'm still not sure I understand, but I'll try. I'll try to do this. So, how
Become
long
a
am I
god.
going to have to play this role?
That's
To accomplish this mission, you will have to stay on the stage for many, many years. You will endure and not grow old until your task ends.
wow.
But I promise you, all will eventually end in a magnificent and dramatic trial, and everyone will be saved.
A trial, huh? How exciting. I'll be looking forward to it.
Scene 2, Ascension. Accession speech. Rena. Accession? Accession?
The Maison Cardinalise has announced my accession, but this is my first time facing the people.
As the goddess fossil.
What should I say to most appear like a god? To be honest, I still don't know. Perhaps I should first try to act natural.
Summon courage.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening, and welcome to the Opera Epiclese. I'm sure you've all heard about how I have taken on the role of Hydro Archon. Indeed, I am Verena de Fontaine, your new Archon.
Pure earnest.
In truth, I know little about becoming a nation's new god, but it will be my honor to guide you all. As the god Focalor, the god of justice, I shall do all within my power to lead you into an age of fairness and justice.
And close politely.
Once again, thank you all for coming. If you should have any questions or suggestions, please send them to the Maison Cardinalise. The future of Fontaine will require us to work together, after all. This should do it.
With a bit more.
I thought I might stammer, but thankfully, I was able to convey my thoughts just fine. Okay, and next.
That's the new Hydro Archon. Is this some kind of joke by the Maison? I would have thought that a being that surpasses humanity would be a bit more assertive.
Hey, did you hear that? She even told us to send her suggestions there at the end.
Shouldn't gods be all-powerful? She's being so modest. What's the difference between her and an ordinary person, then?
If you ask me, perhaps the succession didn't actually happen. She might just be a Maison-backed puppet.
Wait, what's going on? Why is everyone suspecting me of being a fake? This is bad. If I get exposed here, there'll be no saving the people from the prophecy. Right. Mirmi said that I just need to play the role of a god as humans imagine them to be. Calm down, Farina. Think. What do the people want? How would they imagine a god to speak and act? Assertive, with a strong sense of presence. One who can dispel all doubt. That is the character I'm fated to play. Oh, very good, my people. Only ones such as you are deserving of my rule. Now, I was wondering if some weak puppet were to one day come onto the stage and claim ownership of this opera house, would the children of Fontaine follow them?
There you go. She's falling right into it.
I'll see right through them. Having passed my test, you are qualified to witness wondrous trials alongside my august self, here in this opera house. You may consider my previous act a door gift of sorts. I thought it was a debut that suited the atmosphere. Now then, let us be reintroduced.
Ah, so that was just a performance. How could I have forgotten that we were inside an opera house?
Her personality. It's quite shocking, to be honest, but I suppose it's a better look than before.
Such a fascinating and bold deity. How wonderful! Our future may yet be bright after all.
It seems I've turned them around. Best follow this flow and restart my accession speech.
Resolutely, with conviction.
My dear people, whether you acknowledge me or not, whether you trust me or nay, I say to you, keep faith in your ardor for justice. We have heard it said that this nation's sins can no longer be washed away. Well, I say that justice is most fragrant when it blooms amid sin.
Let's turn out the drama.
The scales of justice should not weigh heavy in the hands of its god. On one side, it must carry fairness and justice. And on the other, praise and applause. May law be the prayer on our lips. May judgment be our worship. Let us light the fires and drink to the future of Fontaine.
You know, closing with politely did leave a bit of a statement, but let's go with end the speech
There
emphatically.
is no trouble in this world that justice cannot solve. All that is needed is for you, my people, to believe in it, heart and soul. So long as I, the Archon Focalor, stand within the Opera Epiclese, so long as I stand before the Oratrice, I shall even judge the gods of this world!
There you go. Excellent. She's fallen right into play. Scene 3. Opera House. Verena. Oh?
Lady Farina, here are today's case reports as well as a summary of the follow-up for your perusal.
Russo?
Come now. Was I not just at the Opera House in person? Leave these kinds of things to Neuvillette. Besides, none of these trials were the one that I'm looking forward to the most.
If I may be so impertinent, what kind of trial are you truly looking forward to?
A magnificent, dramatic, and wondrous trial. A trial to end all things. How could you hope to understand?
That's true. I fear I lack the ability to grasp your divine thought, Lady Archon.
Oh, you have no idea.
Right. And do not take what I said before too seriously. Go now. Do your duties. The trial I await. It will come one day.
And it has. You just didn't even know it.
Lady Farina, I don't know what to say. Thank you for agreeing to see me.
No need to thank me. Or rather, thank your own sense of perseverance instead. Long have you stood in line to meet me, have you not? Oh, I'm afraid that's just an inevitable consequence of my divine charm. All right, Deoteria, is it? How is your son's illness?
You remembered me, and you knew of my family, too.
Well.
He is doing much better now. In fact, he is far more of an ardent believer than I. He was the one who forced me to seek an audience with you, and to bring your words back to him.
Oh, good. Very good. If this should happen again in the future, please do not hesitate to come and tell me. Going down to citizens' homes every so often, while not usual practice, should serve as a fine change of pace.
Ah, you're such a gentle and wise god. Thank you once again, on behalf of my son.
Well, she's doing an excellent job as playing the Archon. I imagine, though, it must be very stressful.
Lady Farina, here are the latest hydrological reports. As for the specific parameters you asked to take note of, I'm afraid things still don't look good.
I see. It's as I thought, then. As your god, I did already expect this, but I wanted to see how far your human wisdom would allow you to analyze it. All manner of signs indicate that the prophecy will still come to pass. Forget it. That's not something you need to worry about right now.
Well, as I understand it, the Fontaine Research Institute is also trying to find a way to counter the rising water levels.
Really? Have they found anything?
I'm afraid that they haven't found any effective solution thus far.
Oh, is that so? Well, no wonder. This issue has reached the realm of the gods, after all. Still, their spirit is praiseworthy.
And she tried to find the solution. Even at night while she's sleeping?
The day is finally over. I haven't had a moment to breathe this whole time. But it's good to see that everything's getting on track. There are no longer any voices of suspicion. Maybe this is fine. I just need to keep going, and everyone will be saved. All right, Farina, don't think too hard about this. You need rest. Tomorrow's a new day.
Scene 4. Opera House. Arena.
Lady Farina, here are the new trial reports for the latest cases, as well as a summary of the follow-up.
There'll be no need for that. I've seen them already. There's no need to go back over scenes I've witnessed in person before.
Lady Farina, I've waited so long for this chance to see you in this manner.
Indeed, my dear, loyal citizen. This joyous moment is an honor for us both.
She really got into the
Lady
act of it.
We're detecting significant hydrological anomalies near Poisson.
Understood. Keep monitoring. Keep me informed should anything come up at the Institute. I don't think I let anything slip today. I must show the people that there is nothing to worry about.
Strong
I
front.
just don't know when these days will end. I feel utterly exhausted. Best to rest early today, too.
Scene 5. Opera House. Verena. Day in, day out. Keeping up her act. Tallying the days. Scene 182,375. Opera House.
Lady
Verena.
Farina, it's like a dream being able to speak with you up close like this. I've heard that the first member of our family who was honored to receive an audience with you was Madame Dioteria, almost 20 generations ago.
And what a fine family yours is indeed. It brings me great joy to meet such a faithful believer.
She most certainly
A
began to lose her
descendant of a
mind
line
at some
most
point.
ardent.
Surely you exaggerate, Lady Farina. My lady?
What is it, good citizen?
Are you crying?
Uh-huh. Really now? I didn't even notice. This must be the overflow of hydro from my person. Well, can't quite help being the god whose dominion is the waters, can I?
No wonder. No wonder.
She never thought it would last this
Manifestation
long.
of your power, then. Oh, Archon, I am honored to have witnessed it. Honored indeed.
She must have gone mad.
So interminable. So lonely. Just how much longer? Hundreds of years must have passed by now. Perhaps the show must go on for hundreds more. I never imagined that it would hurt so much. Have I reached my limit? No. Perhaps I reached it long ago. Today I didn't even notice my own tears. I want to tell someone, anyone, about this. But would that not destroy all I've done so far?
It actually would.
I've conducted so many investigations across the centuries. But there's not even a sliver of hope that we might break the prophecy. All I can do is keep heart. I must maintain this act. It is the only way to save Fontaine. Please, mirror me. You have to succeed.
She most certainly lost her mind at some point. Scene 182,376, Opera House, Farina and...
Farina, you don't have to shoulder this burden alone. Although I don't know what you might be keeping from everyone, your people are more than willing to share your burden with you.
That's my voice. Is this scene when we were within the giant magic box? This is great. I didn't think that this scene would replay in her inner world. Surely, I'll find out what she wanted to tell me this time.
Share my burden. That's impossible. It was fated right from the start that this would be my duty alone.
But even if your burden doesn't need to be shared, you can still choose to confide in someone. Just share it with me. I'm what you'd call a witness.
A witness? Yes.
She really is someone you
heard
can
that
tell.
you came to Tevat from beyond the stars, yes. In other words, you never belonged here. And if Tevat is, in its entirety, a show on a stage, then you're just a spectator, aren't you? If that's the case...
You can share the information with her, but
She's
nobody
right.
else.
I could confide in her, couldn't I?
And then
But
things changed.
If things don't play out as expected, the people of Fontaine will be the ones to pay the price. No, Farina, you shouldn't be selfish. But what if it's really all right? Farina, you've worked so hard for so long. Surely it would be okay to put yourself first for once. Just this once. Is it such an outrageous thing to do anyway? To find someone in whom you can confide your frustrations and sorrows? Surely it could not hurt. If you let this opportunity slip through your fingers, it might never come by again. Think about it long and hard.
She wanted to say...
No, I have nothing to say.
What?
I am Farina, the Archon of Fontaine. Everything will surely get better. All you need to do, dear spectator, is to witness my performance until the curtains fall.
Wow.
Fine.
Wow. Powerful resolve.
So even Farina doesn't know the truth? You've never once let her in on the full plan?
Yes, it had to be done. To deceive the heavenly principles, you must first deceive yourself. She did very well. If she had let her resolve falter even once in these 5 centuries, Fontaine would have been doomed to the most tragic fate. It seems that trusting humanity was the right decision after all.
And the full truth.
I believe that I understand how your deception works, but that is only half the truth, is it not? How would you build on this foundation to save the people of Fontaine? That is the most important thing.
Ah, good. Of course, the Iudex of Fontaine has pinpointed the crux of the issue. I'm sure you've long sensed that the Oratrice is no simple machine, yes?
Alright, explain
I've
yourself.
always suspected that it had its own consciousness. And Lenny did mention that he heard a human voice within the core chamber. It now seems that that person was you, hidden within the machine all along. Am I right?
And then I became one with the Oratrice, taking Fontaine's gnosis with me. Yes, it would seem so, wouldn't it?
But it's not.
Alas, your understanding of this device still lacks sufficient depth. In truth, it is no enactor of justice. It is, in fact, a device created to kill the god of justice.
Ah, that does make
I
sense.
beg your pardon?
Oh,
Think about
you
it.
have it. And to be more precise, Not only will the Oratrice take down the god of justice, it will also take down the divine throne upon which she has been placed.
It was designed to bring Fossilor to justice.
I mean, did you think I would be the sort to enjoy peaceful repose while Farina suffered? My work over these last 500 years has been to constantly accumulate indemnitium within the Oratrice. But really, some have already discovered that only a small fraction of the energy generated by the device was ever used to provide power to Fontaine. The vast majority had to be accumulated to enact this death sentence.
It was all a part of your plan then? Both the trial and the sentence?
Indeed.
500 years in the works.
This power, accrued over 5 centuries, could have sustained Fontainians for millennia had it only been used for that purpose. Almost all of it has now been stored within the Oratrice. But only power of this magnitude could hope to destroy the Hydro Archon's divine throne, shaking the rules established by Celestia and breaking through the institution that is the Seven.
So the Oratrice's call for death was for neither Farina nor Fossilor, but for the Hydro Archon. The destruction of that divine throne. If I do not misunderstand your intent, you must be...
returning what's rightfully yours to you, of course. In other words, this was all done to return the authority of the Hydro Archon to the Hydro Dragon of this planet.
But...
Oh, what? Getting sad again, are we? The authority of the ancient dragons shall soon be yours once more, O Hydro Dragon Sovereign. And this is the face you make.
I never expected it.
all you've done throughout the years is just so you can sacrifice yourself at the very end.
I've never quite seen it that way, you know. Even now, I'm quite pleased at how well my deception worked.
It worked incredibly.
Hydro Dragon, don't cry. I must say, had it been within my rights, I would have loved to judge the heavenly principles themselves. Were they not guilty of essentially the same crime? Egeria stole the power of the primordial sea, and the heavenly principles stole the power you ancient dragons possessed. I, for my part, am the god of justice. And is it not just that your original powers should be returned to you? Speaking of justice, I have always believed that justice lies in the process of pursuing human existence itself.
Which she has.
So, if the theft of the primordial sea's might was Fontaine's original sin, then, leaving matters of procedural right and wrong aside, the descent of the Fontainians as humans and their right to exist in this world would be Fontaine's original justice. In other words, existence was Egeria's justice, and to me, justice is the continuation of that existence. Defying the prophecy and ensuring that Fontaine's people shall live on, that should be the justice enthroned over all others. At this point, we, whether it be myself or all other Fontainians, have shouldered the burden of this sin for far too long. Iudex Nervillet, the highest judge in our land, when you regain your full power as an elemental sovereign, what verdict shall you pass upon us?
So when I was invited to the court of Fontaine to serve as Iudex, I see now that that was your idea too.
She planned everything.
At last, I now understand the true purpose behind this position. In the beginning, I was uninterested in human existence. But these 5 centuries of living alongside them have gradually brought about mutual understanding between us. And I have even attempted to feel as they feel. You are a devious one, Focalors.
But you admire
Things
her.
being as they are, surely you know that I could never declare them to be guilty.
She tricked you with the highest trick, but you admire her.
The hour of my execution is almost here. For the sinner, the curtain call has come. I know I may not sound it, but faced with death, I find myself a little afraid. Perhaps this is one thing both gods and humans have in common. Farewell, Nervalette. I hope you've enjoyed the part you played these 500 years.
And now she takes a bow. She did what she had to.
Ex Nouvelette, hereby declare, people of Fontaine, your sins are forgiven.
Barbara. She did it.
What just happened? Has the death sentence been carried out?
Was
It
that
has,
bright
actually.
light some sort of misdirection? I have a feeling that something huge just happened.
And I just want to go on record. When she did her dance, I don't know why, but I kept thinking of Elsa from Frozen. She just gives me Elsa vibes. Wow.
But since we're all still alive and haven't been dissolved, I assume whatever happened was good for us.
It's time to end this. We must mete out punishment to that beast.
Yeah, let's say, what about the wheel?
Just a moment ago that it can't be defeated?
I have gained the strength sufficient to deal with it. Through certain means, I now have the ability to separate the power of the Primordial Sea from that creature. We should seize the opportunity to pursue our quarry.
You obtained power? Just now?
Traveler, now that the oratories can no longer function, I require an executor to help me mete out justice.
You mean me?
The root of the calamities befalling Fontaine. The beast that enacts the prophecy. Its name is the all-devouring narwhal.
Right.
Come with me, traveler. The hour of execution has come.
Ho ho ho. We're going whale hunting. Aren't they going extinct? Oh, whale. Good luck, you say. That makes me nervous.
We're going to execute it?
Oh.
How are we going to do that? It's huge!
You're telling me.
I've already done my best to separate the power of my whales from the whale. Considering the size of the beast, I cannot reach the power source. Unless we can find a way to attack it from within. I shall share a part of the ancient dragon's power with you. We shall look for an opening together.
No rest for the wicked.
Come on, Oz.
I see everything!
It's too far.
I can feel its sorrow turning into hostility.
What in the world?
My royal... This way for you!
Destroy the Eye of the Maelstrom?
Grow!
The all-devouring narwhal cannot resist its instinct to devour. Continue to trigger its hostility. Chance will present itself.
Gosh.
This way for you!
Come on! Oh, what?
Why is there a hole-looking thingy over there? It looks very scary! Grow! Commit it to memory!
I have granted you my protection. Do not fear. Seize the moment. Use my power to suppress its root from within.
Share my knowledge! Come on! We can do it! Yeah! Grow!
Manifest the authority of the ancient dragons. Witness the might of the primordial sea.
My royal commit it to memory. Grow! Make yourselves a home.
Come on. Separated. Let's go. Where's that child, by the way? Buddy? Just...
Thanks for helping with the cleanup. It should have been my job, but... oh well.
I have so many questions. First of all, thank you for getting rid of that child problem I've had for such a long time, but also, who are you?
It was just supposed to be a short private training session for me. I didn't think that my disciple and my master's pet would start brawling in the meantime. Well, actually, I had a feeling that it would happen at some point, but they bumped into one another earlier than I thought. What a blunder. I suppose I'll have to swing my sword 3 million times as penance.
You mean... my disciple? You mean child? And by your master's pet, you mean the narwhal? You mean to say that everything that just happened was because you let them meet each other?
That power. Who are you exactly?
Paimon has an idea. From what she said earlier, she must be Child's master. Skirk, right? It's just that he gave us the impression that she was the less talkative person.
I simply did not have anything to say to the weak. But you, on the other hand, managed to defeat the all-devouring narwhal without using power from beyond this world. So you may speak to me as equals.
What sort of person would take the all-devouring narwhal as a pet?
I have to agree. It's a strange use of a planet's primordial waters just to raise an all-devouring narwhal.
You don't say.
That kind of power is wasted on it. It's not cooperative. It eats too much. And I have more important things to do with my time than pet sitting. The only thing that creature has going for it is its looks. All in all, it fails as a pet.
Miss Skirk? I think you might have missed the point.
The point being?
Well, being that this pet almost destroyed an entire nation.
Let alone a planet.
So what sort of person is your master? Well, Child's master's master. Wait, is that right?
Oh, right. So you don't know him. Sorry, I assumed you did.
No.
His name is Sertologi.
Who?
I am unfamiliar with that name.
You too?
Huh.
Oh boy.
So Master is insufficiently famous. How should I describe him then? Have you heard of the name The Fowl?
The Fowl?
Still nothing? Well, how about the Visionary? Vetterfalnir then? Or Gold Rhine-daughter?
Ooh!
Wait a minute, that one? Yeah.
Rhine-daughter's part of the Hexen Circle. She's Albedo's mom, right?
Oh, so you do know that name. To be honest, I also heard all of those names and titles from my master. I don't actually know them either. But I suppose you understand now, yes? My master is likely a similar sort to Rhine-daughter. They are both pursuing some form of perfection.
Wait! Didn't you also mention a visionary person? Paimon didn't quite catch their name.
Actually, never mind that. I believe it expedient to inform you. That the
Well, you kind of already
all-devouring
brought it up.
narwhal used up nearly all its strength fighting you. Such roiling hydro energies will prove difficult for the planet's deep seas to digest. As such, the Fontaine back on the surface has most likely been thrown into chaos. In other words, the prophecy that you've been fretting over should now be in full swing.
What?
No. There's little to be surprised about, Paimon. It is natural, after all. The prophecy will surely come true. We knew this and accepted it. It just didn't play out as we expected. However...
Not to worry. Focalor has already managed to deceive the heavenly principles.
That she has.
In the end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only Farina will remain, weeping on her throne. Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away.
Only it didn't play out that way.
Help! Over here!
All hands, initiate emergency rescue!
Hurry! Hey, lend a hand!
What about the women and children?
Look! The water's receding!
It's a miracle!
Water's receding.
We didn't dissolve. The prophecy was wrong! The prophecy was wrong!
Fussila, that mad lad, she actually did it.
Are you alright?
Yeah.
We're saved.
The prophecy was wrong.
It wasn't wrong. Fussila just changed the future. And she saved all of Fontaine. The question is everyone going to know this, or are they going to blame Farina? That'd be awful. Well,
The soil renewed. The Spina di Rosula talks post-disaster rebuilding. I recently visited Poisson to meet with Miss Navia, spokesperson of the Spina di Rosula, and we spoke about Poisson's present and future. Old soil can still give birth to new bloom, Miss Navia stated. Hope is like seeing a small cookie when you're starving late at night. You just need a little of it.
ooh, smoky.
Starship Winglet, lunar brain of the Fontaine Research Institute. The various disputes that have arisen on account of Mr. Edwin have suddenly become a shield over the Institute, with Jurier turning out to be a once overlooked hidden gem. People always call the first researcher mad, but few know what to call the second. And should that latter person achieve a miracle, they would find it all the harder to find a word with which to classify him and his team. Wow! Paimon barely recognizes the people in the reports. Are those really Jurier and Navia? They sound like real big shots.
They might have been real big shots from the start. We just didn't meet them in that
What
capacity.
do you think? Pretty enthralling, huh? The
Indeed.
Steambird's idea was pretty simple. With the disaster just having passed, we would print a free edition packed to the margins with good news to calm people down. The value for these big scoops lies in their inevitable follow-ups. We'll publish further reports and go into the stories behind those people. Edwin's assistant, Jurier, created a true flying ship, while Navia is leading people in the reconstruction of their home. I'm sure that these stories could draw even your well-traveled eye.
Well, the articles do make me curious about how things will play out.
I'm curious too! Wait a minute. Didn't we watch everything happen from start to finish? What's there to be curious about?
And that's exactly why I'd like you to come conduct interviews with me. You're the best incubators of news, if you haven't noticed. And also, with you around, I'm sure I'll get to see that Duke.
Everybody wants to see the Duke.
Hasn't he turned you down several times already?
Oh, this time will be different. Come on, let's head to Poisson first, and then make a trip to the fortress. There are some things you'll only know when you get there.
So basically, this is the after report from the disaster. Ooh. A little bit of a level up here. Almost level 86. I hate that robot. That robot's mean. Are they? Where's the marker? Don't tell me. Oh no. Why isn't it going this? The Poisson, we go. Everybody was saved. What I want to know is what's going to happen to Furina. Yeah, everybody was saved, but she had no idea what was truly happening the whole time, and for a while there, it looked like people were going to blame her for what happened. Navia and F2?
Navia!
Well, what do we have
Oh,
here?
it's you. What brings you all here?
A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Having a look around.
I'm here to update myself on how things are going here. Oh, the Fatui are here too.
Let me introduce you. This is Mr. Garunt Snezhevich. He represented the Knave in sending us a large amount of supplies, and is helping with our work. Our residents are hard at work as well. Thanks to everyone, work is progressing nicely. We've lost a lot of people, but we're moving forward. That will have to be enough.
Hello, Miss Charlotte. I'm a big fan of yours.
Really?
I especially like that article you wrote last year about Fontaines' stray cats.
Okay.
But if you don't mind, could you not emphasize our role too much in your report? It's not charity we're doing here. We just happen to share the same interests as the Spina.
I get where you're coming from. I'll keep it as simple as possible.
Don't want to keep the bad guys
Would you
looking
be
like
willing
good
to
guys,
feature
if you
as
know what I mean.
friendly neighbors?
That would be fine. Thanks.
Oh, you're back too. How are things?
We finished laying down the construction materials. It'll be another hour before the workers are able to go over there.
Huh? You're here too, Clarant?
Well, her reputation's greatly risen after that whole duel business with Miss Farina. So she's here in Poisson to wait out the heat.
Oh.
All right. She really came here to help me out.
There's too much to consider in the reconstruction of Poisson. The Spina has need of more decision-makers. And, well, I do already happen to be connected to Mr. Callis.
Oh, wait just a moment.
I'm so disappointed we weren't able to get
You know about how
Chlorine.
you felt before the duel, about what it was like facing down a god. There's lots of exciting material there, I bet.
Forget it. I'm sure you can find a better theme than that, Miss Charlotte.
I see you're the same as always. Couldn't you do me a favor, for Navia's sake?
Well, if we're talking about doing things for my sake, you might as well just take a few more photos of me. Or of the Traveler. It's better than wasting time persuading Chlorand, at any rate.
Of course I will. I'm not gonna let her off that easy. All right, then everyone who wants to be in the photo, gather up. And smile.
Say cheese. There we go.
Was it a good shot? Did Paimon look cute in it?
Now you look horrible.
Not bad. Your addition really helped the composition of the picture. All right, hang on a moment. Let me snap a few more shots.
Ta-ching, 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 ta-ching.
All right, that should do it. I'll be back here later anyway, so let's call it a day.
Be back later.
You're very quick.
Speed is of the essence when it comes to the news, and freshness is the key. Also,
Gonna
not to brag, but
spoil
I'm
it.
pretty good at building connections. Who knows? I might eventually get that interview with you after all, Miss Clarand.
Wow, you really do have that never say die spirit. I'm impressed.
Yeah?
I'll hazard a guess that this is how you got that interview at the Fortress of Meripede.
You already knew she was going?
Whoa, you're well informed. Let me make a guess too. I asked Sijuin, who told Monsieur Nervillette, and he told you, right?
Yes, it's like that.
That's
fellas.
a very complete information chain.
In truth, all Monsieur Neuvillette asked me was, when did the fortress become so friendly towards the media? I told him that it was best not to speak too soon. There's no guarantee that Ridesley will make a personal appearance.
You're right. I've got to treasure every moment I have with them. In which case, I'll be making a move first.
Stay safe now, and tell me if you hear anything interesting. I'll treat you to afternoon tea in exchange.
Ocha! Gotta love some good afternoon tea. I'll hold you to it, Navia. Oh, the Fortress of Meripede. Going all the way to the bottom, I guess. Oh, thinking I can just travel there instead of having to walk. Ugh, that would be a nightmare. I miss the rock music in here. Very rustic. Alright, what we got? Is Ridesley gonna make an appearance? Let's find out.
Wow, guess we're here again, huh?
Talk about rolling out the red carpet.
Feeling to this place.
Yeah, it kinda
Looks
does,
like
yeah.
you've been missing us.
He made an appearance.
Did you come all the way to the entrance to greet us?
Of course. I'm here to welcome you and our dear Miss Charlotte, whom our good head nurse recommended to me.
It's an honor to finally meet the much-rumored Duke. Thank you for consenting to my visit to the fortress, sir.
No need to thank me. But that said, I shouldn't be the focus of your interview. I trust you recall our agreement?
Of course, of course.
All right then, this way.
こっちだ。Julia. He seems in lost in thought. And Levine. How's your
No need to be
romance
so
going?
nervous. I've already taken all the photos we need. Miss Charlotte, do these pictures really need to be published on the cover
Very
of the
much so,
Steamboat?
yes. In fact, could you
Would
two be a
seem
little
that
more
Miss
closer
Levine
for us?
doesn't want her face to appear beside that of Mr. Jurier,
Sir, please don't say things like that.
But it looks like dear Mr. Jurier denies it. Might this interview be very important to you then?
No, I just... This is my first time being interviewed, and I'm very thankful to the Steambird for...
Now, I might not look it, but I actually did meet Mr. Edwin once. And I'll be honest, I enjoyed chatting with you more. You've definitely got more of that genius vibe going on. The boat that brought about a miracle, the ark that saved the people. Why, you recreated a myth back there, like an emissary of legend.
Don't give a big head.
If I might ask, where's that flying ship now?
Huh. Looks like Charlotte's trying to get herself another exclusive scoop.
I have to apologize, but that ship is presently in the bowels of our factory. I'm afraid it won't be easy for you to get a shot of it.
Really? Well, then in that case, could I have an interview with you to make up for that loss?
She really does know how to squeeze opportunities from all they're worth. I can't, what's the word? Judge you for it, though. Excellent.
You already know my answer, I'm afraid. Best you interview our head nurse instead. Or perhaps you'd like to take another photo of this couple of researchers?
Yes, this
Did you really have to use the word couple? Well, then, 2 solo photos will do.
Is my hair messed up? Please, someone help me have a look.
Things sure are getting pretty lively here. We've seen this kind of thing before.
Alright, you two, go and get a room.
Seems like everyone's here.
Citrine.
Would any of you like to try this new drink I came up with?
Ah, Siegeween.
Hey, Miss Charlotte. Why don't you, take some pretty photos of our head nurse? Sure. Come on, Miss Siegeween. Over this way. Let's find a brighter spot.
Gotta get a couple nice shots of Citrine.
Do I have to smile? So, how have things been at the fortress?
Yeah. How many people have you executed, Mr.
Same old, as you can see.
Riceley?
Fontaine's undergone some changes, but this place is still more or less the same.
Other than that flying ship, it got a tad too much attention, I think.
That's why I decided to let the interview go through. We should direct more public opinions toward the behind-the-scenes heroes. Am I right, Mr. Jerrier? Miss Lurvine?
You're too kind, sir. I believe that you too should have your day in the sun. Not that you would want that, which is a pity.
I'll just leave the spotlight to you two.
The two lovebirds. You walk with Riceley for a while and share news from above ground.
See. Lots of things happened that day, huh? Anyway, regarding that Harbinger, I'm not sure you remember, but his 3 young followers are still waiting for his return.
Oh, that's right.
You sure did win them over, huh?
I'll tell them that there's good news and bad news. The good being that their boss seems fine, and the bad being that they must face extended sentences for abetting his escape.
Oh, actually, what about you? Are things
Change the
gonna
look,
change
there's a
for you
subject.
too?
What change can there be? The fortress will keep chugging along, and so will my duties. As to what Miss Farina's departure will mean for the nation, and if our laws and governance will be transformed, we'll leave those to the folks in the overworld.
Hey everyone, the photo shoot's done.
Right? Oh.
Good. In that case, let's call it a day here.
Thanks for your cooperation. Come on, Traveler, let's go. Till next time, everyone.
Ta-ta!
There'll be a next time?
Oh,
Maybe.
of
Who knows?
course.
I might write a story about the underwater factory next time. Until then.
What will you say?
Alright, last stop,
Duke
the docks.
Riceley? The docks. What could be happening at the docks? Let's find out. Adventure Scale. The Adventure Scale exists to distribute commissions and recruit adventurers. I'm just gonna jump down, you know? No question to the wind, why don't we? Woo! That child jumped! Somebody do something! Nope, we're good. I'm just imagining that. Well, the docks. And is it our friends, Lynette, and Fremine?
You really are here! How did you know?
It was a whale of a time. You know, we learned how to communicate with it. Also, who has a pet like that? Jeez Louise.
Navia mentioned that she stayed in touch with Linny and the others after working together. Apparently, they've been at the docks
Well,
distributing
no one knows what's gonna
strange
happen
objects
to
the whole time
Farina.
since.
Traveler, Paimon. Ah, and Miss Charlotte, too.
Hello, Lynette.
Would you like a magic pocket?
What sort of gadget is it?
It's a wondrous bag that can be used to carry many things. The water level has returned to normal, but if you see any of your things floating around, you can use this to carry them. Or you could trick a friend into doing it for you.
Trick a friend? I wonder which of my friends would fall for that.
Oh, I just remembered.
You could just make a friend like Fremine here. Isn't that right, Fremine?
I saw at Matsuri a Charlotte, Fremine, and Lynette cosplayer. There was no Lynette. Why didn't she dress as Lynette? She chose to dress as Charlotte instead of Lynette. She could have been. They could have been all three: Lynette, and Fremine. For some reason, the cosplayer decided to cosplay Charlotte. Well, It looked great.
Is this what you meant by, I'll help you make some more friends?
To be honest, that sounds pretty sweet. Could I have your contact, please?
Sure. Please, write down my address.
Scribble.
Hard to help Fremine socialize.
Oh, that's like my family.
He was the one who proposed doing this. He even wants to assist in our magic shows.
Sounds like that would suit him. The silent type. Doing all the work behind the scenes.
Yes, I was planning to first introduce Pear as an assistant, and later Fremine himself. In the future, I think we can leave underwater escape magic to him too.
That said, would anyone want to see a diver escape underwater?
They don't need to know he's a diver, though.
Oh, it'll work out. Every journey begins with the first step. He'll become a part of our show eventually.
Lynette, could you come over? Miss Charlotte says she wants to take a picture of us.
Got it.
Even Lynette's a bit more talkative.
Charlotte is rather perceptive. She got rid of everyone the moment she realized I had something to say to you. So, how have things been, Traveler?
Well, I'm doing alright, I guess.
Father says that you did a great deal during the latest events. She's very grateful for your contributions to Fontaine.
That's all right. We were more than happy to help. So, what's she doing now?
Oh, I guess you haven't heard.
I got a good feeling.
After Lady Farina left, Father and Monsieur Neuvillette opened negotiations, during which he gave Fontaine's gnosis to her as a diplomatic gift.
Oh, man. You telling me that?
A gnosis?
Now the Fatui have another
I was
gnosis?
quite surprised at first myself. But when I thought it over, there were actually a number of things going for it.
Uh-huh.
It could have been done as an apology for the incident with Lord Child, or as thanks for his help in tying the all-devouring narwhal down. Furthermore, Father did also lend significant aid to Fontaine and Poisson.
So the narwhal attack was kind of like when somebody lets their dog off the leash by accident and it almost hurts somebody, but in this case it almost destroyed an entire nation? No biggie, right?
True, but this is a gnosis we're talking about.
That would have been awkward if they're siblings.
Irresponsible?
I would agree, but I've also heard that it seems that Monsieur Neuvillette has had a significant change of heart regarding the matter.
So there's some reason for this that only Neuvillette knows about?
I suspect you'll have to ask him about that yourself. Ah, yes, speaking of which, I did see him strolling around the entrance to the Fortress of Meripede a while back.
Isn't he real busy and stuff? Paimon didn't think he'd have the time for that. But back to the topic. The gnosis was given to the knave, right? What about Child?
They say that he's returned to Snezhnaya to recover from his wounds. I hear that the recent disaster really did a number on his health.
Don't we still have his... No, wait, did we already... I don't remember if we give it back, but don't we have his vision? Oh, that reminds me. I almost forgot. What? Yeah. I'm not wearing mine. I'm not wearing my vision. Oh, butters. How do you put this thing on? Hold on. I'm bad at putting on necklaces. Oh. Yada. Hold on. Please hold for necklace. Hold on. What if I switch hands? Switching hands. There we go. Oh. Yes. Switching hands worked. Now I'm wearing My vision. Uh-oh. Well, this is not good. I put it between, I put my headphone cords in between it. Let's try this again. There we go. Ah, there we go. There we go. Now we will chip up. Anyway, well, I guess I can now call him one of my war buddies. I kinda want to, though.
That's true. When you think about it, we've had loads of run-ins with the Fatui. To think we'd be allied with them this time.
It is
So
definitely a change of
shocked
pace.
by such a simple switching of sides?
We just had a similar goal.
Father. Well, well, what do you know? Come to the docks to see how my children are doing and meet the traveler by chance.
Yeah.
Please do not pay my accomplishments in Fontaine too much mind. I would have done them regardless.
Glad to know you at least like the people here.
Take the Gnosis back to Snezhnaya?
That is our duty as harbingers, yes. Don't be too preoccupied with sides. The goal of the Fatui concerns not a single place or person, but the entire world. With such a grand goal in mind, it is inevitable that we must wear many masks.
It's
Switching
what
my
you plan to
masks
do
is
that
something
has
I've
me
always
concerned. So, will you keep to your position then?
Well, that depends on many things. No one truly knows what the future holds. What good is honesty if you can't rely on it forever? As for you, I very much look forward to our next collaboration. Good things cannot be achieved
I get
alone.
a feeling it's not gonna
and you've
be
proved yourselves to
a
be great
friendly
partners.
collaboration. Actually, I just remembered something. Please help us deliver. Oh yes, we do have his vision still with us. I guess we can just give it back to the child that lost it. Technically, he gave it to us, but
A
here
vision?
you go.
All right. I'll remember to return it. Thank you for keeping it safe for him this entire time.
Well, he is a bit of a child after all.
And that's a wrap for me. Huh? You're...
Greetings, Miss Journalist.
Hello. If I'm not mistaken, there are diplomatic channels I'll need to report to take a photo of you.
That is correct. So forgive me, but I will not be able to serve as a subject in your article.
Doggone it.
However, feel free to write as much as you'd like about our dear magicians and our upcoming rookie talent.
I will.
She is
sea breeze is quite
frustrated as
pleasant.
freak.
I shall continue my walk while the weather remains so agreeable. Farewell.
Farewell, Father.
Until we fight again.
Oh, she has such an intimidating presence. I didn't even dare to take a picture. Thankfully, I've already wrapped up all my pre-scheduled interviews. Thank you all. This'll be more than enough for me to write about, I'm sure.
Don't be too nervous. Why don't you take a magic pocket before you go? Here, Traveler, Paimon, you take one too.
I thought we already had one.
Move things about?
That's right. Funny. I was giving out magic pockets when we first met too. And what do you know? I'm doing the exact same thing right now. So many things have happened. But the
Pockets are still
the
pockets, and they're still
I guess
pocketing.
this must be life. We will all follow our own paths, and serendipity will lead you to your fated friends. All right then. We'll be handing out pockets in some other districts later, so we'll get going now. Have a good day, you two.
Thank you for the pockets.
Well, guess we sent Charlotte off. Shall we go see how Neverlette's doing? As long as we
Finale,
got so
finale,
doesn't have time to chat anyway.
finale. Let's go see Monsieur Neverlet. The, what'd you call him now? The Hydro Dragon Archon? He wouldn't be called an Archon. What is he called? He's got a title now. Not just Hydro dragon. What is his new title? Everybody has titles. Some people have so many titles. Oh. Hydro Dragon Sovereign. Don't forget to add the sovereign to the end of it, though. There he is.
The fortress! Ooh, he really is there!
Alright, Neverlet. Oh, what happened? Oh, my audio. Neverlet! You know, I remember the first time I saw Neverlet. It was during an event quest. What was it? It was an event quest that happened a couple months ago. I think he was here too, and I climbed the wall. And it was Neverlet and I think Roysley. I wish I remember what that quest was. It was an event quest. But I have no memory. My memory is so spotty. Was it Lantern Night?
So, you really are here, Neverlet. Paimon didn't think you were going to have free time this hour of the day.
Was that... Okay, was that the one with Gaming? Was that the quest with Gaming? I think it was, right? Or was it a different quest I'm thinking of? Okay, yeah. Oh, okay.
Really? Oh, I suppose you must have met Mr. Linney. He took the time to greet me earlier when he passed this way. In any case, you came at a good time. I was just considering reaching out to you to set up a meeting, so I may explain some things that I haven't had the time to before.
I'm glad that you remembered. Thank you for keeping us on your mind, what with you being busy and all.
Being the ruler of everything now, as you are.
Actually saved. The whole business is still quite the mystery to us.
And here comes the sad story.
It is strange how words can often leave a bitter taste in the mouth when it finally comes time to say them out loud.
Neverlet sighs softly for telling the truth concerning what he saw that day. Barcelos deceived the heavenly principles and used Farina's endless performance to save Fontaine.
So that's what happened?
I only saw Farina's part myself.
Focalord destroyed the divine throne of the Hydro Archon and restored your power to you, transforming you into a fully fledged elemental dragon sovereign. But Paimon still doesn't quite get what you did to save the Fontainians from dissolving.
For me, the authority of the ancient dragons refers to absolute control over the hydro element. Fontainians were incomplete humans born of Egeria's use of the power of the primordial sea, with constitutions similar to that of mimics.
Wait a minute. I kind of want to get Chaska. So I haven't fully watched the stream that happened this morning. I think I'm like 16 minutes in, but I did see some of Chaska's stuff, and she looks awesome. And I really want that flying gun. that flying gun looks very fun and very awesome, and definitely a lot easier for traveling. So for that reason, probably be rolling as much as I can to get her. Now I might be also gone in a bit. I don't know, we'll see. Almost 2 hours. Yeah, we've been almost 2 hours, and I do have some things to take care of. But we'll see how long we go.
But so long as those primordial energies remain within them, I could use the ancient dragon's authority to grant them true blood, after the fashion in which life was first brought into being on this planet. In other words, when I gave my verdict, Fontainians became true humans, and thus would naturally no longer be dissolved by water from the primordial sea.
True
must have
humans.
counted on you to make that decision as well. Your verdict was the key to making the prophecy appear to have come true while saving everyone.
You could say that it was at that moment that the Fontainians were finally truly born.
Yeah, and in a manner of speaking, Focalor finally managed to fulfill the original Hydro Archon's wish to turn Oceanids into real people too!
It seems from your expressions that you still have more things you wish to ask. Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
Alright, so let's begin. About the initial verdict that was passed on Child.
I have investigated his case along many avenues, and I have learned that he once fell into an unknown chasm when he was young. There, by chance, he awakened the all-devouring narwhal. But whether it be by sentiment or reason, that should not have been enough to consider him the root cause of the disaster. At most, he would have had tangential liability.
Hence why
As for the
his
judgment
verdict
passed by the
was
Oratrice during the trial,
guilty.
Whether it was due to that liability by association, or Focalor deliberately using him to buy time for us on the assumption that he would be able to hold the creature off, I cannot say.
Well, a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B sort of thing.
The whole time. In the end, it was thanks to her that they finally became real humans. Hang on a second. Paimon suddenly got another question. Back when Fontainians hadn't yet become real humans, were the children they had also transformed Oceanids?
Life has always flowed like water. Do you recall how Fontainians would often come to the Fountain of Lucine to pray for children?
Yeah, Lynette said the fountain is where all the waters in Fontaine converge.
In truth, even those couples did not know that such prayers were no mere custom, but instead a form of ritual.
Really?
Those Oceanids who were blessed within the spring water would later descend as new humans in the coming months.
Paimon sorta gets it now. Either way, seems like this ritual won't be of any further use, but it'll probably live on as a local custom.
No doubt.
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
So, about Fontaine's future.
Yeah, about that. Risley said Farina has already left. What's that all about?
Ah, Lady Farina. The people are only aware that her death sentence has not been carried out. She abdicated the post of Hydro Archon and left affairs related to that title to me, before leaving the Opera House. I related Focalor's words to her faithfully and completely. After hearing them, she seemed neither saddened nor comforted. She simply said that she was tired and needed to rest. Having said that, she then packed her things and moved out of the Opera House, not unlike how an ordinary person might.
But she's still
I'm sure she had a lot to finally let go of.
You need not worry. I will make arrangements to ensure that she will not want for food, clothing, board, or travel. In truth, I am somewhat happy for her. The wear and tear on her spirit will, of course, take time to heal. But now that she no longer has to play the role of
she's not a
Focalor the
broken
Hydro
human.
Archon, she can finally lay down her burdens and lead a normal life.
What about you then? What are your plans now that you've regained your full powers as the Hydro Dragon?
After Focalor passed on, the Oratrice also ceased to function. This matter will directly affect our trials. After much careful consideration, I've decided to take over its role in our courts. From now on, I shall hear cases and pass verdicts by myself.
You were always good at it.
Considering stuff from the perspective of the Udex, huh?
As an elemental dragon, there are indeed many things that I must do. But this power and this duty, in a manner of speaking, you could say that both were granted to me. As such, before I attend to my other responsibilities, I must first and foremost continue to serve Fontaine as its highest judge. The duty of the Hydro Sovereign and the duty of the Udex shall coexist within my person. Additionally, the Hydro Archon's departure has brought about another problem, which is that the Opera House shall no longer produce indemnitium.
That's true. That power was derived from the people's faith in the Hydro Archon, wasn't it? Wait, but the various mechs and machines in the city are all still okay. Where are they getting their energy from?
As I am now, I have full command over New Musia, and it can serve as a complete substitute. Another reason why I cannot quite leave Fontaine immediately.
Otherwise, everything would fall apart.
Dragon's authority stuff is really quite useful, huh?
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
Alright, so... what happened to the Gnosis?
Oh, that's right! They say you've given it to the knave as a diplomatic gift or something!
Leaving aside their intentionality, the two Fatui Harbingers have indeed done much for us during this crisis. Their sole remaining goal in Fontaine, at least at this point, would seem to be the Gnosis. The Oratrice has ceased to function. The Hydro Archon's divine throne is now no more, and I do not need the Gnosis's power. As such, it has lost all meaning for Fontaine. If the Fatui have impure designs, then we might as well accede to their request now, and avoid unnecessary conflict.
Complicated considerations. Paimon thought you were just giving it to them out of gratitude to the knave and as an apology to Child.
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
Alright, well, about the next stop on my journey.
You will soon be heading to Natlan, I presume?
Yeah, that's right, actually.
I'm afraid that I have little talent as a travel guide, so all I can do is tell you what I know about that land. As far as I'm aware, Natlan can be said to be a nation of dragons.
A nation of dragons? You mean like you?
No, not like him.
No, I suspect that I would not find myself welcome there. Unlike ancient dragons such as myself, the dragons of Natlan have undergone long years of development and evolution. Large numbers of them have entered a form of coexistence with humanity. Natlan is also the nation of war. War ravages those lands like an undying flame. There is one other piece of information I got incidentally from my negotiations with the knave that I believe may be useful to you. The harbinger known as the Captain has thrown his hat into the endless ring of war.
Oh-ho.
The Captain. Sounds like a real tough customer.
Yeah, a real tough cookie.
Everywhere you look, there's a Fatui Harbinger doing their thing.
Doing their thing.
I suggest that you fully prepare yourself before going to Natlan. In the meantime, Fontaine's doors will always be open to you.
Ask
away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
いやー、まあいいですよ。ありがとうございました。
Hang on a sec. Paimon's still got a question about the Gnosis.
Hey.
When we spoke to Linny earlier, he mentioned that your attitude towards giving away the Gnosis had clearly changed. We guessed that there might be some reason for it that only you were aware of.
No wonder the House of the Hearth is the Fatui's intelligence division. They are certainly sharp. So regarding this specific issue, I was just getting ready to share something with you.
Oh?
What is it?
In truth, I exchanged some further words with that lady named Skirk after sending you two back to the surface. It went something like this.
Oh?
Well, we're going to head topside to see what's going on. You hurry over soon as well, all right, Nervalet?
What next?
The all-devouring narwhal isn't here, so I'm no longer getting any interference. I can finally catch the scent of your power, what it's made of. It is the authority of the planet's primordial dragons, but with something very similar to a god's curse mixed in.
He is cursed.
Quite a novel blend. I'm sure I've encountered something like this before. What was it again?
I do not know what you speak of.
Ah, of course. How could I forget? You should have the remains of the third descender on your person, yes?
What?
Remains? I've never heard of any such thing.
Huh. According to your parlance, I believe it may be called a gnosis.
Well, that much is true. After Focalor's divinity faded, she handed her gnosis to me. But I fear I have never heard of it described in the manner that you just did.
I've been training with my master, the Fowl, ever since I was young, and I have never returned to the surface since. So most of the information I possess, I got from him. It is only natural for those who are greater than humanity to possess a different sort of common sense, which is why there are so many problems in our attempts to communicate with humans. Regardless, you should probably get rid of objects of misfortune to prevent any disasters from befalling you. To live in itself
so it's
is
actually
a blessing.
not a bad idea to get rid
But once
of
a
those
person dies,
no-sees.
the bonds he once had with this world shall all turn to curses.
What do you mean by that?
No need to fret. These are just my personal thoughts, and my reason for no longer wishing to return to the surface.
This third descender you refer to, who are they? And when did they die?
Master never mentioned them to me. Perhaps it just wasn't that important for me to know. If you're interested, though, I could ask him. I'll be sure to pass the answer on to you next time.
Next time? You believe we will meet again?
I do. Wait. I have a disciple of my own, don't I? He can be the messenger then?
Oh. You can be useful for once.
That's what she told me. Whether it would prove useful or not, I wanted to pass that information on to you.
Definitely does.
The remains of the third descender?
Who is this third descender?
Actually are. Paimon just thought they looked like chess pieces. How could they be a person's remains?
All the same, assuming that there was no misunderstanding or special metaphor at play, that is what she meant to say.
And she said that it would bring misfortune and that you should check it, which is why you gave it to the Fatui.
If she speaks the truth, then I would simply be putting Fontaine at unnecessary risk by keeping it here.
What? Descender. She mentioned one of them. Chotto. I am the fourth descender. For me, this information means two things. One, that the Gnosis are related to descenders. Two, the one who came before me has already died.
I had guessed that you might already be familiar with this concept, but I did not expect you to be one of them.
It's a
that
long
means
story.
that the Gnosis, which are exceedingly element compatible and can even enhance elemental abilities, do indeed come from the third descender. I wonder, does your body also possess similar properties?
Like being able to use elemental powers without a vision. That does sort of count as special compatibility, right?
Well, kinda, yeah.
No, let's not think about this stuff right now. It just feels creepy. Comparing the Traveler to the dead third descender and all.
Don't worry. I won't die so easily.
That's what you say, but this topic still feels like bad luck. Once Child recovers, let's get some more answers out of him. Or go look for his master and get the answers that way.
Well, sounds like a plan
I
to
too
me.
believe it unwise to make too many blind guesses when information is lacking. The same is true of being at court.
All right. Whatever the case, it seems like the crisis here in Fontaine's over for now.
Yes. All of Focalor's efforts were for this moment as well.
But she sacrificed herself in the end as a god, and she suffered through all those years as a human. Was that really what she wanted?
I suppose that would be the mystery of a god's will.
And you understand the will of the gods?
I suspect not. But once in a while, I too would guess that if wishes were like the clouds in the sky, they will one day return to the earth as raindrops. Life flows like water, and rain is the final answer. The water levels may sometimes tilt one way or another, but the rain falls fairly upon all. And what, ultimately, is the difference between the rains that fall upon all of us?
Deep. Masquerade of the Guilty. What? Finale. Quest completed. Football. What the heck? You arrive at the Venture Skills Committee. Seems to have a very tricky commission for your docket. Docket? Aha! Looks like we've completed. Oh, we got an extra one. Achievements. Kachi. Choto. Chapter 4, Act 6. Chapter 4, Act 6. What we just finished was what? Interlude. Okay. Well, we've done it. So I guess there is just an interlude, and then we head for Ireland. Yes, 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 yes. We done it. Choto. How long do we have on this one still? 10 days. 52 days. Oh, but the other one's gone.
Wow!
So we can probably do this one now. Once we finish the interlude, of course. Is the thing up there? Or is it down below? I think it's down below. It is down below. Gotcha. Okay. We do have a few of these. Let's use them real quick. Teleport. Cracking my knuckles. Level up. Auto add. Level 86. We got 2 attempts, and then we will go to Sumeru. But before we start the interlude, we'll take a quick break. Yoi. Igzo. Okay.
Let's dance. Sharing my knowledge. Everyone hold hands. Hey!
Eyes on me!
I see everything.
Come on.
Help! Everyone hold hands. Ah! Yeah! The Temple of Wisdom.
As you wish, main Fräulein.
To ashes!
I see everything. Hey! I'll protect us. Make yourselves at home. Everyone hold hands. Everything.
Eyes on me!
Ah! Shadow Raven. Hey.
I hate these things. But we're getting better at it though. Which one is it? It's not that one. I don't think it's any of these. Moving on. Round 2.
The Temple of Wisdom. I see everything. Everyone hold hands.
Oz, reveal thyself! Power that ended Haishan!
As you wish, main Fräulein.
Come on.
Committed to memory. Sharing my knowledge. This may hurt a little. By ruin
To ashes!
Make yourselves at home.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Let the show begin. Sharing my knowledge.
Power that ended Python!
I see everything. Everyone hold hands.
Too soon.
I see everything.
Done so. Just about the same amount of time. Did we get it? We got a golden tube defense. No, that's not gonna do it. Unfortunate. How are we looking? Mine 10 items, it says. We're level 40. I feel like we're gonna reach level 50. We have 9 days. I feel like I reach like 2 levels a day, so maybe I might reach level 50. Okay. Let's head over to Sumeru. Shimeru. But we're not gonna start the quest just yet, so we're not gonna teleport straight to it. Back to the Green Nation. It's been forever since we've gone back to Mondstadt. Yeah, one of these days, right? Okay. So we finished the main Archon questing in Fontaine, and now it's time for us to move on to Natlan, but we have an interlude in Sumeru. Seems about right? We'll make our way down. Feel like I'm missing something though. Commune hens. We need more of these, which we can craft 2. We need 3. Close, but no cigar. Our artifacts, except for that one, are done. Talents. We'll get there soon. Nahida. Can't craft any. I wonder. Hold the phone. Oh, the phone. Hold on, I need to check something real quick. Mondstadt. I know we should go to Mondstadt because that's the easiest for me. There probably is an easier place to go, but Mondstadt it is for me. I need to look at something real quick. Let me see. Yes, okay, these are craftable. We can craft these. Okay. You made it in time. I'm gonna, before I make my pulls, I'm gonna buy, oh. I think I'm out. Yeah, I don't have, well, I might be able to get some more. Wait a minute. So close. I I was thinking of getting some of these real quick. Where are they? 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 Wait, you can't buy them? Aw. I was excited there for a moment. Yeah, no, you can't buy them. Darn it. Never mind. I have not pulled yet. I have not pulled yet. You know what? It is very apt that we stand in front of this fountain in memory of Fontaine. I'm excited. We finished Fontaine. Nutland's our next stop. We gotta have an interlude first, and then we go to Fontaine. I mean, not Fontaine. Nutland. So, things are going well. Alright. But it's time for what we came here for. Am I right? There's a few things first. I have one of these. So let's pull this one first. Okay. Nothing. Predictable. And then we have 11 of these. So let's do a 1 pool. We got something apparently. We got Favonius Warbow. Warbow. Now before... Yeah. Did it give us anything? It did. It did indeed. So let me do a one again. I think I have... Do I? How many of those do I have? I think I have more than one. Which is it? This one? Yeah. I have 4. I have 4. I have 4 of these. Wow. I guess they're a dime a dozen for me. Okay, I'm gonna do another 1 pool. I'm doing the 1 pools before we do the 10 pool. We got 2 of these now. Oh, I thought I had enough. Alright, now the moment we've all been waiting for. Whew. Here we go. Oh, it's not there. Okay. Oh, it's good for gumming. Oh, we got 2 of them. 2 or 3 of them. So we can get something pretty good for gumming. That's nothing there. That's wish number 3, wish number 4, wish number 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, the fruitful hook. 9. Anything on 10? Nothing. Well, we got another fruitful hook. No, I didn't mean to click on that. Yeah, we don't have enough for another wish. Ah! Butters. We still have time, though. We still have time. I did get a lot of Stardust Exchange, which could help me with some stuff. I do have a week to farm up Primos, so of course I do my dailies every day, which by the end of the week, it gives me about 6 or 7 wishes, which is about almost 2 wishes a day, just from doing my dailies and logging in. So that's about 2 wishes a day. And then... oh! And then I'm also gonna get these. What is that? 1, 2, 3. That's about 5 wishes right there, right? So it's almost 10 wishes by the end of the week. Almost 10 wishes by the end of the week. So another possible 10 pool. Anything else?
Something on your mind again?
Anything else? We already did all of these. So we can't do that one anymore. I need to watch the rest of the video and see if there's what other I want to know what other events are going to be coming up. Of course, we're going to be going to. We still have 52 days, so we could get that one eventually. Complete the newest Archon quest within the specified duration to additionally obtain. Oh, we have 10 days for that one. I don't think I can do it within 10 days. Oh. Lieben. I'll keep an eye out for that one. We're still stuck. Well, we could probably advance from there, but we're stuck at chamber at floor 6.
Let's work through it together. 2 heads are better than 1.
In any case, let's go to Catherine. But like I said, yes, we will be going ahead and wrapping this stream up here. We have finished and wrapped up the Archon quest in Fontaine. My pity. Ooh, is a good question. That is a good question. Last time I checked was in 30, so I think we're close to 50 right now. Let me check. How much wishes is it in? Or how much is it? Open the history. Is it history? Can't remember. Yes, it is history. Okay. If my computer wasn't such a potato. Here we go. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so it's 5 per 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 48. Or almost at. Wait, is it specifically on the weapon? Because if it's specifically on the weapon, then it's not going to be 48. It's going to be a few less. Nonetheless, something like that. What was it? Man, I really want to get Hutao. 80 pity per weapon? Oh. Oh, Hutao's right here, though. Oh, man. How long do I have? 10 days? If we get the weapon, the moment we get the weapon, I'm switching straight for Hutao. I don't think I can get her, but I'm still gonna try.
If you're not sure what to do next, how about I take you on a walk?
Was there something else I wanted to do? Oh, there is something else I wanted to do. Oops, that's not it. I just want to see the weapons, not this one. We have 3 of these. Should I refine this? I should refine it, shouldn't I? Don't need more than 1. Oh, I need to unlock it. Do they have different stats? No, they're the same stats. Okay, good. Increased plunging attack crit rate after a plunging attack hits an opponent. Oh, I see why it's good for Gaming. Rank 3 increased plunging attack. Wow. That's gonna be pretty strong. Alright, there we go. There's that one. Is there anything else I can upgrade? Let me check one of the. Let me see if they have anything. Well, we have here the Thrilling Tales. Oh! I could refine this one because I'm not using the other ones. The bow, too, yeah. Where is it? Was it this one? No, where is it? Why does it look... Oh, Thrilling, there we go. Looks like I just have the one. We'll take it. I have to remove it from her. Sorry, so gross. Here, hold this. Refinement time. Wow. Seems kind of a waste. But we'll do it anyways. What's it gonna do? Current. The new character taking the field has their attack increased by 30%. Wow. This weapon has been enhanced. If you consume it, no materials will be given in compensation. Do it. 36%. Whoa. And we'll ascend it very soon. If we have more than one stringless, we don't. We have, oh, but we can do these. Let's do it. What does it do? Current crit rate have a 60% chance to generate a small amount of elemental particles, which will generate 6 energy. Wow. So it raises the possibility. That's gonna be one powerful bow. Almost fully refined. So hits have a 90% chance to generate a small amount of elemental particles. Regenerate 6 energy, can only occur once every 7.5 seconds. That's pretty darn good. Okay, was there anything else? Nahida, I don't believe so. No, I don't think I've already done everything. The sacrificial greatsword. Do I only have the one? I only have the one. Okay. Well, we got everything there as well. Everybody is looking mighty powerful. Her basic attack is 355. I focused mostly on elemental mastery though. So her elemental mastery is pretty good. Over here, it's these artifacts are terrible. So I did what I could. And then over here, elemental mastery 336, Dendro bonus. I mean, she's pretty darn good, I'd say. And then we have Beto. Beto and Fischl are kind of low on the rung right now, but they'll get better eventually. But yeah, that will do it for us for today. Thank you so much for hanging out. That was one heck of a story with Fossilor. And I can't wait to go to Nalan and finally get to experience everything there. And this also means, again, once the next update, big update comes out, we will be ready and we'll be able to sink our teeth in right into it as soon as it comes out. That's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm already looking forward to the future. Here's to hoping that we can get the weapon for our favorite little radish. And also, here's to hoping that we can also pull for a towel. Okay. Well, thank you so much for hanging out. And we're always live, of course, on YouTube and on Twitch. If you're over on YouTube, don't forget to like, subscribe, do comment, share on social media, and turn on the bell notification. If you're over on Twitch, don't forget to follow and turn on notification. Thank you so much, Tsubaki, for hanging out. And look forward to the next one. Ta-ta for now. Ta-ta for now.
What they say is true. You have to see the world for yourself to appreciate how beautiful it is.